Hi, we're live. All right. Hello, and welcome to my neck of the woods. My name is Arch, and I am excited to talk to you a couple days ago from a trip down south. And basically, the trip down south was to build the tiny house, and went 2 weekends in a row. I had some good friends helping me out. Had Simeon, Kevin, and Zach coming down there. Jonathan was filming, and we got the cabin built basically in 2 weekends. And so I am really excited to report that. And I'm really excited because the first video of our time down there is going to be coming out tomorrow. So I really want you to, have a chance to check that out. And, hopefully you'll give it a like and a subscribe if you haven't done that already. The cabin is really pretty cool. I wanted to just describe it. So it's basically a replica of what I've done here, except that it is with repurposed materials. And so the only things I ended up buying for the cabin were really I got some plywood and I got a stove and I got a couple, maybe one extra 2x10 for the foundation. So I really didn't get a whole lot of materials. I did get some hardware for the windows and doors, and then the camping stove, and also I got a what else did I get? Oh, some hooks and things and hardware. So basically, the way that it's laid out is that it's an 8x8 cabin built out of those repurposed materials. And what's really cool is that you can actually see out of it out onto a river, and it's a really beautiful view. Um, the cabin has three windows, one door, and then the cabin has three windows, one door, and then the coolest thing, built some bunk beds, but they're not just any kind of ordinary bunk beds. The first one is the bottom bunk, and that is just kind of a flat bed that we made out of some pallets, and I got it's about 30 inches wide, and I got a mattress for it that I'm going to be, putting on it. And so that's at the bottom, probably 17, 18 inches high. And then above it is a second bunk. And that second bunk is about the same size, maybe a little bit skinnier. But what happens is that it actually folds down into the wall. So, like, if you were looking at this wall and my arm was the bunk bed, half the time it's like this, and then the other half of the time it comes out like that. And so you fold it up and it's a bunk bed, and then when you put it down, it's the back to a couch. And so you can sit there, relax in front of the fireplace, enjoy the view. Also, the really cool thing is that hunting season is coming up, and there are quite a few deer down on this property. And one of the spots that they like to go is to this big bowl, and where I built it is kind of like overlooking that bowl, and so you'll be able to actually look down, see some deer, and probably take some shots at them from there without having to get out of the cabin. So that's going to be pretty huge because we'll be able to stay in a warm cabin to go hunting, and that's something that I've never really had the ability to do before. So I'm looking forward to hunting season this year quite a bit. Um, that's really pretty much all the news that I have. So pretty short update. I just wanted to let you know where the cabin was at. The build kind of progressed by starting with the foundation, and then we built the frames. Then I did the roof, and then we got most of the siding on. And after that, we got the stove installed, got the beds set up and everything. So that's kind of the progression that you'll see the videos come out, and I'm just going to be continuing to put them out, every week. So if you're enjoying, watching me collect materials, hopefully you'll enjoy even more watching us put these materials together and making this really cool tiny house. So I just couldn't wait to tell you about it. Like I said, though, I'm not really in the first video. Well, you'll see the location, the forest that it's going to be in, and everything. But we won't have started on the house yet. However, I do have a new TikTok, and I have been doing live updates through there. So if you enjoy, checking out the cabin, and you want to see what it looks like already, check out my neck of the woods _arch on TikTok, and you'll actually be able to see what the cabin looks like and get some sneak peeks that way. So also a little bit more behind the scenes of what's going on. The other thing I'll mention is I'm actually making these videos and paying for those videos to have some videographers do some filming and things, on the hope that maybe people will be interested and want to help support that project. And so there are a number of ways you can do that. You can buy some merchandise. I got a cool mug, which I should definitely have with me, and I don't. But basically, it's got the My Neck of the Woods logo on it. You can purchase that from Teespring. I'll put a link in the description there, or maybe just in the comments here. There's also like a neck gaiter, I think, that you can get. So there's some cool things. I thought a neck gaiter was neat since it's my neck of the woods. Ha! So there's a link to my Teespring. And then another way that you can support it is actually you can become a patron. And so if you want to, just support it, I actually have a new funding level because I didn't even know this was possible. But you can just do $1 a month. So if these shows, are you can do that through Patreon, and there's my link to that there as well. So if either of those interest you, I would be really grateful for your support of the show, and always happy to talk about projects that you're working on as well. So if there's something that you're doing and you want to know how I did something, or there are things that you're interested in seeing me do to the cabin along the way, then please let me know. I would really love your feedback and everything. I will mention too that if you do join at any level for the Patreon support, then you'll also join this Facebook group that we made for people who have actually built the cabin and other patrons as well. And so people who have been involved with helping build the cabin are in that group. Only. So that's another thing that you get for joining. I know it's not much, but there are some pretty smart, friendly people in there who have some pretty great advice. So I wouldn't. It's not worth nothing, I guess. So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, like I said, please like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see with the cabin, and thanks for checking out My Neck of the Woods, and make sure you stay tuned tomorrow. I think it'll air at like 6 a.m. because I get up really early. So I hope you check that out tomorrow, and you'll actually see us struggling to get all these materials up into the woods, which I still got quite a few. I think one of the other future projects is going to be building an outhouse. Another thing might be actually, getting an outdoor kitchen up there. So those are some future project ideas. And then I mentioned this a couple times, but I really want to do some maple tree tapping. And so my grandpa, I think, has agreed to come down and help me sometime in January with getting some maple trees. So that's it. And I hope you have a great day. And I will say tonight, my buddy Mike from the show A Cabin in 50 Acres is coming over to help me out with my solar power on the original tiny house that I built, the first one, the tiny house office. So I'm looking forward to that, and maybe I'll turn that into a video as well that people can check out and see how we've got this solar system set up in here. So stay tuned for that as well one day. So thanks for watching, and take care, everybody.